Hey guys, we have a fantastic astrological period coming up. Um, Starting literally today, which is the 13th, going all the way through to like the 19th. We've got some really interesting stuff, and I won't bore you with the actual astrological details because a lot of you aren't interested in that, and that's totally fine. But I'll just give you a super quick, brief overview of the aspects. We've got a grand air trine, okay, going on, coming up, and that'll be through this next 7 day period, um, which in itself is major. But we also have the super full moon Pisces eclipse in Pisces. Okay, so let me tell you what that's going to mean. It's going to mean something for every person individually, depending on where these aspects are placed in your chart. Okay, but for everyone, I'm going to talk about those aspects, the aspects that are going to affect everyone, basically the same, okay? And like I said, it'll affect each person differently in other areas of their life, in addition to what I'm going to talk about. But for everyone, this is what you have to look forward to. Number one, your dreams. You will be dreaming about stuff that is not only in a sense prophetic, okay, but you'll find that it seems super real, okay. It will hit upon something that is very real to you that could actually happen, okay. um, Another thing is you may get a lot of visits from people that you've loved who've passed, okay. And it doesn't mean that you're getting ready to pass anytime soon or anything like that. So, not to worry. It's just that the veil is very thin. Pisces rules the other world. Okay, so anytime you have a major aspect with Pisces, okay, and especially with Neptune being retrograde right now, um, the veil, the line separating us from the other world is pretty thin, okay. So that means that more bleeds through, more comes through from that other side, and it's almost seamless, okay. So that also means not only you could have visits in your dreams from relatives who've passed, friends who've passed, loved ones who've passed, but your intuition will be off the charts. And the grand air trine will have a lot to do with that also. Okay. So your thinking is going to be more intuitive right now. You're going to get a lot more gut feelings. Stuff just will come to you out of the blue. Heed it. Okay. Those intuitions and those dreams. Okay. Um, Now, dreams typically are a bunch of other things going on, and I talk about those other things in my book, The Spiral of Love, where I talk about a lot of the stuff that I learned about when I had my near death experience. And dreams are fascinating because they involve some things a lot of people aren't aware of. It's really fascinating, and if you want to learn more about dreams, by all means, buy the book. I think you'll be very fascinated about what I've got to say about dreams and many other topics, not just dreams, um, about the spiritual world. But anyway, um, the thing is, during our dreams during this period of time, okay, um, it's not only our relatives that may come through, but they're going to come through our relatives, friends, loved ones, etc. But their essence will definitely come through in order to deliver a message, something we really need to hear, somehow jumpstart us, okay? Also, you could be feeling during this period um, a dissolving. Okay, Pisces is a mutable water sign. Okay, and it is the most how shall I say, esoteric of the water signs. It's a complete blending, merging with the all, the infinite source of all. Okay, so during this period of the full lunar eclipse in Pisces, okay, you may get that sense that you're kind of, parts of you are dissolving. You don't find that you have a good grasp on things with yourself. You don't feel as assured of yourself. Um, you may even feel slightly depressed, and that's only because of this dissolving sense. So basically, what's going on, and it's such a really positive thing, it's getting rid of some of that junk in here and in here that we really don't need. Okay, it's dissolving that for us, stuff that doesn't work for us, maybe habits that we've had that we need to be rid of but we've stubbornly held on to. It's going to dissolve that. Also, addictions. Pisces is the sign that deals with addictions. If you find that you're not as desirable of the things that you were addicted to, let them go. Let this energy allow you to dissolve that addiction, release it. Okay. Um, like I said, the depression that you may be feeling is only because these parts of you are dissolving, or are releasing, or lessening their grip on you. Okay, to be released, let them go. You will find an almost instant release if you do that. Okay, so that's another thing that's going to happen with basically everyone. um, And one last thing, it's also a very good time to express yourself. Okay, if you're feeling the urge, if you're guided to tell someone something or express yourself in a certain way, or write something, or communicate in some type of way, this is a prime time to do that. Anytime you have a grand trine, okay, in an air sign, it brings super duper great good luck in anything involving communication, okay? Expressing your ideas, your thoughts, okay? It can bring unbelievable luck that way. All right, so this is prime time for that. One last thing I want to talk about is this is also a very optimal time, these next 7, 8 days, in either fixing romantic issues or finding that true love, that special love, or recapturing that type of love. Okay? Because old habits are going to be dissolving. So if you've been in a relationship and things are kind of stuck, or they're not moving, or whatever, this is a beautiful, wonderful, super duper lucky time to just come out and express what you need to in your individual way. Okay? And say what you think, say what you feel, say what needs to be said. It will magically transmute relationships, your feelings about yourself, etc. So enjoy this wonderful time. This next 7, 8 days, it's going to hit on many areas in our life. All right? Um, and don't say I didn't warn you, because I did. And the link to my book is in the description if you're interested. You can learn a lot about the spiritual world.